athletic talent at all, Shanzu became Shushiji's top scorer. People's eyes are all on the talented number 1 pick Andrew Jinsei. No one would have thought that losing Xianyan in all of this would result in a super mid-scorer. Possessing 4 rounds of 41 picks. Dated period from Serbia in volume. What they thought at the time. Just to claim the second phase. Find a subsidy. But Juan didn't expect. Escape to one-piece withdrawal. Something like that. ESPN inserted a piece about burrito advertisement. Good self illustrates his characteristics. After being involved, there is no direct responsibility for NB during the contract period. 20 consecutive years in Europe. After grabbing an IMP, didn't get to try out the strength of NB. With him in life. Last Coke. Embark on the journey. Flights to Shanfo Gaoyuan. As stated in the Chiodan report. His athleticism. Not even as good as a Kaosian middle school student. But he has extremely similar touch and passing skills. Even the aerial technology is the same as that of the rear. Completely affordable. Organizational stroke masterpiece. By movement too extremely similar to the hand. The young man had his chance. And now in playing time. Undoubtedly display your consistent playing style. After analysis. Successfully selected. Best sex ball full. Behave like this. Let management make a decisive decision. Freezing machine. However, it is not good for him when the media criticizes him. The evaluation is based on the body shape, there is no matability. According to the inability to use opponents who are almost at the same level. 18 to 19 in grade. Shinya breaks into level 1 for the first time. It is necessary to turn around the chest to open the way, to endure battles, to deceive, and to regret defeat. Recently I continued to play in the bubble round game. Faced with Lao Zhan and Long Matchmaker, who were worried about their father and were in a state of disgrace. After all, dual power is still hard to come by, and only the red grass is left. Years of forces have not defeated Yuchi. As the name also says, if the sand doesn't kill me, it will make me stronger. Graded in 2012. Entertainment and G lead the decision. Choosing a path has always been a pre-election game. The characteristics of your own six-sided warrior. Impromptu nature. Chanjuan's triple-double statistics. Leave him in no doubt. General Jun's MVP income can. This is also the case after inviting Anil. The first person elected in the 21st century. Chanjuan's stroke player in MVP. His personal ability at 40 has reached that point. However, due to the team's strength in Toma and Toma, injury and absence every year, there has never been a good helper around me. The team's chances are even more difficult to achieve a qualitative breakthrough. This time, the government has made drastic changes. Through education, he became the king of 5 years, Aaron Goding, the lord of 3 emperors, Wave Valley. Bruce Brown and others switched to the army to fight in the lake. With the 2-2, 3-3 interceptions opening. 28 ripe, our Thunderman Blood Fire team. Junjin's Hansen's War Glory. The strongest alliance in January. The risk situation of Godenko's small but special material. The room change problem of the machine that can be used to make an appointment in number 2 Migu. That's exactly it. He is no longer guarding his hands and feet. Take the opportunity to disperse. Once again easily scored a triple-double. Lead him to the stage of technical competition. Noodle Collection Team Forest Lane. It's beautiful to support Jichi and his brother. The beating made Yun 2 turn around. This foreigner from France. There is no restriction on him. Call for competition. Send double-check combination home for education. The opponents of Rain Man also have offensive abilities. The Big Four Sons led by Death Durant. 1. Scored a large double-double of 24 plus 19 during the appointment period. I complained about Nguyen Ja's educational invincibility. The ultimate goal is also full of firepower. 3 points 10 times 6. Clear 34 points. Sun aspect. Although Durant protects the both scored 25 plus. But the male protagonist is still determined. Won a good start in martial arts. When the purpose is isolated. Ask the teacher to continue the rampage. Offensive and defensive art cards. Completed a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. Game 3, temporarily defend the city. Not long after the opening. After falling violently, I got injured on the 5th floor and had no choice but to leave. Toronto and Booker have no land to play with. Both enter the done state. During the period of crazy 30 families. A great triple-double in the extra period is in hand. Wall walk makes a splash. This time, although Ujiji continues to be friends. Take a look at the great pairs from 50 homes. But he had no choice but to pass 94 hands. Lost again to Booker and national basketball team's 72 points. Now the series becomes suspenseful. The two pairs return to the same interview line. Battle of Chianway Mountain. Coach Malone begins to change defensive strategy. Use a multi-person shed and include a bin basket feature. Get his butt between Guo and the defense. Booker of Bone Palm Nanming. Natural Nandi lifts troops. While showing. This stream begins. The older I get, the more I begin to question the principles of the law. Hit a 25-2 impact pot. Put the opponent in a dilemma of chasing points throughout the game. Easiest 4-2 or Sun. Turn over the bin basket and make a special mountain fire. The flame of Ujichi's dedication can no longer be hidden. Because the opponent in the Western game. Exactly 200 years ago. Her old exhibition and agricultural beauty. This time she has evolved abnormally and doesn't want to read anymore. And these two pairs. It is destined to be a date between one person and Mars and the Earth. Game 1 of the Western game. Ujichi promised the first two people to be in a hot state. Got 34, 21, and 14 of the great 3 sets. Even this Jin's hide no May. Nothing can be done to her. Wu Li also scored 30 points. Being a barbarian is a point that cannot be restricted at all. The barbarians here. Although John Kess looks at the 3 outfits. No May. It's even more of a big bag and a big blue. Take a look at 40 stances. But the empty attitude of being scolded by tens of thousands of times is helpless. In the end, we can only cite Northwest.